Hey guys, this is Joseph from Joe Concept. How's everything with you guys today? I'm sorry I've been away for quite some time now because I've been taking up projects and courses that I've been taking on, which has been taking my time. But I hope to be back because I know this has really taken a whole lot of my time. I just finished two of the courses that I was learning, and I just hope that projects don't come and take me off YouTube. All right. But you can see the animation you see on the screen. It was done in Blender. All right. That's one of the tools I was learning, and one other tools like that. So I did it in Blender, and I thought to share this with you guys. All right. So this course is going to be a three-part course. In the first course, in the first video, you're going to learn how to unwrap this box object. It's just basically a box. So how to unwrap it. And then in the second tutorial, we're going to look at the texture painting, how to texture paint this. And then in the third part, you're going to learn these animation techniques. And mind you, all right, so you don't have to be a Blender user to watch this video. You can also apply the technique in other software you use, all right? Just understand the technique. So that is what I would implore you to do. Just learn, watch it to understand the technique in the various parts of this video, and then you can apply it in your other application, all right? So without further ado, let's just get into the tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to start by bringing in an image reference. So Shift A and come to images. And you can notice that right here we only have two options. And it says that we are able to bring in reference and background. Alright, so I do not want to bring in reference because the reference is just title, and then background is also title background. So I want to have an image that I can manipulate and move while I'm in 3D scene. So what I'm going to do is I will go into my edits and preferences and go into my add-ons, and then I'm just going to search images. So once I search image, you're going to see this import export image, import image as plain. So I'll just activate that add-on. It's a free add-on, so everybody will have it. Once I activate that, if I hit Shift A now, you're going to see under my image and I have image as plain. Once I click that, it will tell me to look for the image I want to bring into the scene. So I have a folder here that I'm going to use. So I'll just quickly go into that folder and then bring up that. So this is what we have. So I'll just quickly bring in the image that I need. So I need these two images and also this one. So I'll select this as my front image, and it's going to bring this here. So what I can do is I can actually scale this guy up, or I can scale my box down. So let's just scale my box down. So just select my box and hit S on my keyboard. Just move my mouse to scale this down just a little bit. Alright, so let's quickly work on this first before we go to the side. Alright, so right now I've brought in this image as my plane, but then I'm not seeing the texture. So all I need to just come up here and change my visual style from viewport shaded to material preview. Once I click on material preview, I should see my material loaded in my scene. So you can see now I have my material loaded in my scene, but I also want to be in the view that will allow me to scale this object up. So I'll be in an orthographic view. I just clicking on this X. I'll look through in this orthographic view. So let's just quickly work on this. So while I have this box selected, I'll hit tab to go into edit mode. Then I want to be in my points. And now if I select this point and I use my move tool, I will only be moving the ones in front. You can see that we have problem with this. So we want to be able to select this back point also. So how do we do that? I need to first off be in my X-ray mode, and this is the icon. You can see the shortcut down there. Alt Z. So if I hit Alt Z, it will take me to my X-ray. You can see that's activated. Alt Z will go back out. It's the same thing. I just click in here. So once I'm in my X-ray mode and I select this and then I move, I'm sure that everything moves. You can see that everything will move together. So I'll move this up all the way to that place. Select this one. Move this down. and select this side and then move that also to the side just to get the overall shape of the park. So now we have this, we are now left to do the side view. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I will go outside by tab key and also shift A, bring in another reference plane, and now this reference plane I want to also bring in the side. Alright, so we already have the fronts, then we want the side, just select this as the side, and that will be here. So what I just need for this is I need to rotate this. Okay, so if I use my rotation tool, I can select this. I want to rotate it this way or even that way, anyone works. So let's just see this way, and I'll hold down my control to constrain my rotation. You can see up at the top here, you see the rotation there. So let me just want to do that. Just look down here, you will see the rotation. So I want it to be 90 degrees. So I'll click, hold down control, and once I see 90, I let go, and I have that. Okay, so that's one thing first. The second thing is let's scale this to be in proportion. So let's be in this view and also still be in our X-ray mode. Now once we are here in our X-ray mode, let's select this guy and then let's extrude. Sorry, I said extrude. Let us scale that down. Just use a little scale so that it feels like it's just lining up like so. And now once we have that, select my box, hit tab, and I can select this guy and move this, say it lines up to the edge of that box right there. Select this also and move this here, and then tab to go out. Voila, we've created this park. So I can actually delete this now. I don't need this. I don't need this anymore. So this is our park that we are looking for. Okay, so once we are here and we are here at our park, we are seeing what we want. So notice this is meant to be my front view, but if you look up here, this is the right. So I actually need to rotate this such that is here. This is my front. So let's just select this cube and drag this, hold down control till I have 90, and now that is, if I hit N key, you're going to see that the 90 is right there. So we have that, this is our front and this is our side, and then that's just pretty much what we have. But now, if you look at this object right now, you would think that that part is there, but this is not to scale. If I bring my measuring tape, first off, let me activate my snap tool and snap to vertex. If I bring up my measuring tape and I snap from here all the way to this place, you can see the value I'm having is 0.5 something meters. But let me change my units into centimeters because I know I have a value in centimeters. So it's more like, that should give me more like 15.5, but we already have this. So let's just change this unit to centimeters so that I don't have to be calculating all of this. So I'll go into my scene and go into the units. It's a metric. I want to change the length from there to centimeters. So you can see the centimeters we have here is 58. It's really too large. All right. So the box is meant to be 15.5 on the width and then 17.3 on the height. That's just the rough one that I have. So it doesn't have to be that perfect, but we just need to scale this down to the point where it's kind of close to what we're looking for. So what do I need to do? I'm going to shift A and create a cube. Now this cube, if you go into this setting, you can see what we have. We hit N key. This is what we're going to have. So we want to change their values around. So we said we want this along X to be 15.5. So let's just come in 15.5 centimeters. And then for the Z, we want that to be 17.3 centimeters. And then this The thickness will be more like 6.1 thereabout. And if you see what we have, you can see that it's really small. So even though the proportion is not the same thing as what we are looking for, but what we just need is to try to scale this down to look kind of close to what we have. So I'll just scale that till it feels like the width is the same thing as that width. And then this is what we need to do. Alright, so this is it. I think I need to scale this width down a little bit to scale so that it's just right in place. Alright, that's fine. So I'll select this. I don't need this anymore. I'll just press delete, and this is now our products. Okay, these are products that we need to work on. So once we are done with this product, the next thing you want to do is we want to unwrap this product. So unwrapping this product, we have to decide where we want to cut this product from. Right. So if I go to my UV unwrap and I select this guy like so, you notice we don't have anything right here. If I go into this space and I go to UV, you notice we actually have a UV, but the issue now is that because we have manipulated this, it's not really showing some things. But one of the first things we need to do is to make sure for the UV to be evenly distributed and not having any form of stretching. We need to make sure that the scale on this object is the same. All right, we don't want them to not the same really. Is one. That's where I'm actually going. We want and also want them to be the same, which is one all through. So how do I apply this scale to bring all of this to one? Is more of in other software it's called freezing transform, right? So but here it's called applying this. So in Cinema 4D they call it freezing transform, but in Blender it's called apply this transform. So how do you apply? You just hit Control A. You can see you have the apply. What do I want to apply? I want to apply the scale. So if I hit Control A and I hit on this scale, you can see that the scale has been taken back to 1, and that is very good for us, what we really want. All right. So once we are here, you notice also that we are not seeing our UV island here. It's not showing. And why it's not showing is because we are in object mode. So you have to be in your edit mode. Once you are in your edit mode, now this is the object you have. And now the UV island will be showing only the selected objects. If I select this face, it will show me the face. Select this, all of this will be showing the face. And if I select all by hitting A, it's going to show all of the face. But now you notice now we have a problem here. And the problem here is that in the UV island is represented each of them as a square, meaning they have the same size, but we can tell that they don't have the same size, right? This is not a square shape, it's a rectangular form of a shape and it's really big. This is also another rectangular that is kind of long, so we're not having similar thing here. So what we need to do is we need to look for a way to represent this part the way it should be on the UV island. We need to represent that. So first things first, for you to represent, if you go to your UV menu here, you have option to unwrap. If I unwrap that, it's going to unwrap, but then it's still not doing what we want it to do. And so some people can come here and say they want to do a smart UV unwrap to unwrap this object, and it will try its best to unwrap that. But now what smart UV does is just to break everything up, cut every part. It's cutting this, cutting that, and cutting all of these parts out. So but there's a way. What if I don't want to cut all of them out? I want to keep this face attached to this face while I cut the top and the base off. I want this back and the other side to be attached. And what do I need to do? I need to begin to manually tell Blender where I want the cut to be. So the cuts are called seams in Blender. So how do we add that? So you notice this is an edge. We want to start telling Blender that I want you to use your scissors to cut this spark at this edge and also at this edge and also like that. So let's see how we'll do that. If you go into your edge mode and you select this edge, hold down shift and select this edge, select all of this like so. Actually, then I want this edge to also, so I don't want this edge to be selected because I don't want to cut this. I want this to be joined to this, so that means I will not select this edge. So let's come here and select this, 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 this. Then we have that selected. So what this means is that it's going to cut the whole shape out like so, and that will cut that. And then since I want to join this face and this face together, and that means I want to cut at this point, which is the back, so I hold down shift and add this face, and that will be cut out. Okay, and then what else do I need? So for the back face, I want to have this and this joined together while I cut it at this point, so I'll hold down shift and select this. So now once I have all of this face selected, I can go to my UV menu and I have option to mark same. Once I click on this mark same, it's going to mark it with this red or orangish red color to tell Blender where it should cut it from. So everywhere you see this red is where it's going to cut the object from. So meaning this place where you don't see anything is going to leave these two faces attached to each other. All right. So once we have this selected, we can now unwrap. You can either come to the menu unwrap, or you can use the shortcut, which is U. It brings up the same UV menu. All right. So I hit U, and I can click on unwrap, and that will unwrap. But now the issue now is unwrapping what we have selected. So what I'm going to do is, now that I have this mark set, I have to go into my face mode, then A to select all of the faces. Once I have all of the faces selected, let's run the command again. U and then hit unwrap. Now look at what happens. Now it has unwrapped this face. I have a face that is connected. I have another face that is connected, and I have all of this. How do I know that they are connected? If I come into this UV island and I select this face, if I come into any of this island and I hit L, it's going to select connected object. You can see that these two are connected and they are even highlighted here. Okay, so let's so we have that A. You can also do the same thing here. L, you can see that these two faces are highlighted. If I come here, L is just this face, which is either the top or the bottom. L, and we have that. So how do you know which one is the top and which one is the bottom? How do you know which one is the front and which is the back? We know this is the front and this is one side. The back is it. How do you know which one? So there is a way. If you deselect, you notice everything goes away. And the reason is because that's just a setting in Blender to turn off everything that you have, except you select the face. Once you select the face, it will be selected. But there's a way we can show everything we have here and show them all together, and it's just by clicking on this icon to synchronize your 3D viewport and your UV editing workspace. So if I click here, it's showing two spaces, meaning like if I select this face now, it's going to highlight the face. If I select this, it highlights. You can see these are the two faces selected. This and this are joined together. So but right now, notice this is supposed to go vertical, not horizontal, but right now it's going horizontal. So let's solve that problem. So another thing I want to do is I need to know where the top is and where the bottom is. So if I go into my edge and I select this place, you can see that this is the part that is selected at top. So that means this place should stand upright. All right. So let's go back into polygon and hit L on this guy. Then if we use our rotation tool, and while we are going this way, we can hold down Control to go at an incremental rate, or we can put a value. So while we're going, it's going minus 70, minus 5 all the way. Once we get to minus 90, we click, and then we have that. All right. So let's go to the back. We have this, and then we have this. So that means after we have the front and this side, the next thing that comes is the back and then this side. So this back and this should come next to this other side right here. So let's hit L to select that. R, let's come this way, hold down control, make sure it is 90, and that's done. But the issue now is that this is the front and this is the back, and this back, this big part of the back is supposed to be on this side of this part, because if I go to the edge mode and I select this edge, see that this edge and this edge are tied together. Alright, so what do I need to do? If I come here, hit L to select the island, I can use my grab along X, or I can just grab here along X to move to the side where I want this to be. So once I move it here, and that will be moved in the right position. So let's select this face. So this is the face. So this face is connected to this front. So let's go to this edge. If I select this edge, you can see that this edge on this face is connected to this down part of this face, and you can already tell you. So the down part of this face is here. So that means this guy should be rotated this way such that this place will be aligned to this. So let's go back into polygon mode. Hit L. I want to make sure this is the only one we want to highlight. Rotate this way. Let's just, so while we're rotating, instead of us coming here, you can see the value change at the top here. It's saying minus 70 something and going all the way. So because I'm coming here, I want it to go 90 degrees. You can just go all the way and type 90 and then press enter. And that would have solved that. And we'll move that. Then we can use our grab tool to move this in position. Alright, so once we have that moved, let's go to the back or to the base. If I select this base, this is the base obviously. So let's say we want this edge right here. You can see the edge for the back, and then this is the edge that is connected to that. So we need to rotate this the other way. So let's come back here, select this, R for rotate, come here, minus 90. And then G for grab, let's grab this to this side, like so. And then we have everything. And grab this into position. But now the problem now here is, it's actually good. You can decide to leave your UV unwrap this way and nobody will hold you for that. What if I do not want this base to be cut out? I want the base to be connected to this back, just like this side is connected to this back. It's actually possible. So what I need to do is I need to clear this seam so that the cuts will not also go all the way. We just cut this, and leave this, so that this will be connected to this while this is also connected. So if I select this edge, for me to remove this seam, I will have to use my U. Instead of mark seam, you have option to clear seam, and that will clear that seam off. And then I want to do the same thing for the front. I want this top to be connected to this front, which is this one. So I'll select this edge that was cut out. I want to match them back, so I need to clear this seam. So you clear seam, and they are cleared. So the cutting is just like so. So I will have this connected to this and this connected to this. But now I have all of this done, but I'm not seeing the preview. And the reason is because I need to still come back and unwrap that. So if I go to my face mode, A to select everything here, U, unwrap, and that would unwrap that. You can see now we now have the front, the top, and then the side. If you come here and you hit your L, you see that these are connected. The same thing goes in L. These are the connected face. So I know that this is my front panel and the top that's connected, and this is my back panel and the top that is connected to it. Alright, so I just need to move this in position. Alright, so let's just select this one and move this along my Y. So let's just do that. G, Y. Let's move this all the way here. And let's move it to the side a little bit. G, X, just to the side a little bit, so that we have a little bit of space in between. All right, so that's good, but now this other one is now going off the island and we don't want that. So I'll just select everything like so, scale this down a little bit such that everything will be in the right, everything will be inside this island. So just grab this to the side like so, make sure they are within the island. Okay, maybe this one I want to grab this up a little bit. So we have the front side and then the back side. And then this is another way you can leave your UV unwrap protection. So that's how you're going to unwrap your model. And then in the next video, we're going to look at how to texture paint our label that we've downloaded and put them into the different faces using the stencil. That's what we're going to look at in the next video. So stay tuned and see you in the next video.